Alright, this is the joint decision. UFC 322, full card predictions and breakdown. We're rolling through every fight on this card. Early prelims, prelims main card. If New Yorkistan is under attack, I'm on it. We'll break down the matchups, look at the odds, and see what the fighters have been up to heading into this weekend. Then I'll give you my picks, some quick reasoning, and maybe even a baked take or two. It's all about figuring out who's going to spark up the octagon and who's burning my parlays. So grab a drink, roll one up, and let's get into it. Kicking off the card we've got Vyacheslav Borshchev versus Mateusz Camilo. Vyacheslav Borshchev is 33 and 5'11", with a record of 8-6. He won a split decision over James Lontop in 2024, then lost a unanimous decision to Tom Nolan in February, and got choked out by Terence McKinney via mounted guillotine choke in June 2025. Mateusz Camilo is 24 and 5'10", with a record of 9-3. He won a unanimous decision over Janaski Sojo on Tough Enough, then won another unanimous decision over Dorob Shoknabotov on ZFN, both in 2024. He was then choked out by Gabe Green via rear naked choke, losing his UFC debut in May 2025. The odds have Borshchev as the slight +135 underdog, leaving Camilo as the -175 favourite. 72% of Topology are backing Camilo, with 64% thinking it goes the distance. Camilo has won all 3 fights that have gone the distance. He has 4 knockouts and 2 submissions, only losing by submission 3 times. Borshchev has no submission wins, has been submitted twice, has lost 4 times on the judges' cards but won twice, and has 6 knockouts while never being knocked out. This one feels like a battle of durability versus potential. Borshchev has the power to hurt Camilo, but his inconsistency and history of being submitted make me doubt he can impose his game. Camilo's experience going the distance and cleaner record in decisions gives him the edge if it's a tactical fight. This could end up being a late finish or just a grind to the judges, but Camilo should control the fight. My official pick is Camilo on the money line. Baisangur Susakev versus Eric McConaughey. Baisangur Susakev is 24 and 5'2", with a record of 10-0. He sparked out Irakli Kuchikija via knockout in February 2025, then sparked out Murtaza Talha via body kick, earning his UFC contract on Dana White's Contender Series. He then choked out Eric Nolan via rear naked choke just 4 days later in August 2025. Eric McConaughey is 35 and 6 foot, with a record of 10-3. He choked out Jerome Hatch via rear naked choke on Tough Enough in 2024, but was sparked out via right hook in his UFC debut against Nursultan Ruziberv in February. He then won a split decision over Cody Brundage in August 2025. The odds have Susakev as the heavy -800 favourite, leaving McConaughey as the +575 underdog. 96% of Topology are backing Susakev, with 82% predicting a knockout. Undefeated Susakev has 1 submission win and 1 decision, winning 8 times by knockout, with 7 of them in the first round. McConaughey's 3 losses are all by knockout, and he has 4 knockout wins, 3 submissions, and 3 decisions. Susakev is the textbook favourite here, young, explosive, and relentless with his finishing instincts. McConaughey is durable and has some grappling, but the pace, power, and youth gap are too big to overcome. This looks like a first-round fireworks show waiting to happen. My official pick is Susakev by knockout. Angela Hill versus Fatima Klein. Angela Hill is 40 and 5'3", with a record of 18-15. She lost a unanimous decision to Tabatha Ricci in 2024, won a split decision over Ketlin Souza in February, and then lost another unanimous decision to Yasmin Lucindo in August 2025. Fatima Klein is 25 and 5'6", with a record of 8-1. She lost a unanimous decision to Jasmine Jasudavicius in 2024, but then sparked out Victoria Dudakova via elbows from half guard in January and sparked out Melissa Martinez via head kick in July 2025. The odds have Hill as the +335 underdog, leaving Klein as the -450 favourite. 88% of Topology are backing Klein, with 87% thinking it goes the distance. Hill has fought a lot, and somehow only 8 of her fights have not gone the distance. She has 5 knockouts, 1 submission, and has been submitted 2 times, with 12 decision wins and 13 decision losses. Klein has only gone the distance 4 times, winning 3, with her only loss coming by decision. She has 1 submission win and 4 knockouts, with 3 of those knockouts coming in the 3rd round. Experience versus explosiveness is the story here. Hill is durable and has fought everything thrown at her, but Klein's youth and finishing ability make her the clear favourite. This could end in a late stoppage or go to the judges, but either way, Klein should come out on top. My official pick is Klein Moneyline. Chepi Mariscal versus Pat Sabatini. Chepi Mariscal is 33-5-7 with a record of 18-6. He won a split decision over Morgan Charrière and won a unanimous decision over Damon Jackson in 2024, then won a unanimous decision over Ricardo Ramos in March 2025. Pat Sabatini is 35-5-8 with a record of 20-5. He was sparked out by Diego Lopez via punches in 2023, but choked out Jonathan Pierce via rear naked choke in 2024, and won a unanimous decision over Joe Anderson Brito in April 2025. The odds have Mariscal as the near-even plus 105 underdog, leaving Sabatini as the minus 125 favourite. 77% of Topology are backing Mariscal, with 83% thinking it goes the distance. Mariscal has 6 losses split evenly between knockouts and decisions. He has 7 knockout wins, 8 decisions, has never been submitted, and has 3 submission wins. Sabatini has also never been submitted and has 13 submission wins. He has lost 3 times by knockout and 2 times by decision, with 6 decision wins and 1 knockout win. Sabatini's grappling is elite and always dangerous on the mat, but Mariscal's durability and volume striking make this matchup interesting. Both are extremely tough to finish, so it feels like a fight that goes the full 3 rounds. Mariscal's pace, scrambles, and ability to avoid getting caught in submissions could frustrate Sabatini's attempts to control the fight. It'll be close, but the edge goes to Mariscal's consistency over 3 rounds. My official pick is Mariscal by decision. Closing out the early prelims, Gerald Meerschaert versus Kyle Daukaus. Gerald Meerschaert is 37-6-1 with a record of 37-20. He was choked out by Rainier Derrida via arm triangle choke in 2024, lost a unanimous decision to Brad Tavares, then got sparked out by Mikko Aleksiejczuk in August 2025. Kyle Daukaus is 32-6-3 with a record of 16-4. He choked out Sean Connor Fallon via Darce choke and then sparked out Kanan Patashuk via punches, both on Cage Fury in 2024. He then sparked out Michel Pereira via overhand right to ground strikes in his second UFC debut in August 2025. The odds have Meerschaert as the plus 270 underdog, leaving Daukaus as the minus 350 favourite. 82% of Topology are backing Daukaus, with 82% predicting a knockout. Meerschaert has been knocked out 5 times, lost 6 decisions, and been submitted 9 times, but he has 29 submission wins, 6 knockouts and 2 decisions. Daukaus has 11 submission wins, has never been submitted, has 2 knockout wins and 2 knockout losses, and has gone the distance 5 times, winning 3 of them. Meerschaert's grappling pedigree is scary on paper, but the last couple of years haven't been kind to him. He's been finished multiple times and looks like he's slowing down. Daukaus is younger, longer, and hits hard enough to keep Meerschaert from comfortably getting his grappling going. If this stays standing, Daukaus should have the advantage, and even if it hits the ground, he's tough to submit. My official pick is Daukaus by knockout. Opening the prelims is Malcolm Wellmaker versus Ethan Ewing. Malcolm Wellmaker is 31-5-10 with a record of 10-0. He sparked out Adam Bramhold via right hook, earning his UFC contract on Dana White's Contender Series in 2024. He then sparked out both Cameron Simon via counter right hook in his April UFC debut and Chris Mautino via right hook in June 2025. Ethan Ewing is 27-5-8 with a record of 8-2. He sparked out Brandon Carrillo via TKO on LXF in 2024, sparked out Santos Verdines via head kick on LFA in January, and sparked out Billy Brand via punch on Uriah Faber's A1 Combat in November 2025. The odds have Wellmaker as the minus 500 favourite, leaving Ewing as the plus 350 underdog. 97% of Topology are backing Wellmaker, with 98% predicting a knockout. Wellmaker has never lost. He has 2 decision wins and 2 submission wins, but mostly he has 6 knockouts, 5 in the first round. Ewing has lost by decision once and submission once, but has a decision win and 7 knockouts. This fight screams early fireworks. Both guys live for the knockout, but Wellmaker's UFC track record shows he's sharper and quicker with his hands, especially in the first round. Ewing's stepping in on short notice, which makes me doubt he'll have the timing or gas to hang with a perfect finisher like Wellmaker. Even if Ewing lands, Wellmaker's power and composure should end it before the second round. My official pick is Wellmaker by knockout. Erin Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez. Erin Blanchfield is 26-5-4 with a record of 13-2. She won a unanimous decision over Tyler Santos in 2023, then lost one to Manon Fiorot and won one over Rose Namajunas in 2024. Tracy Cortez is 31-5-5 with a record of 12-2. She won a unanimous decision over Jasmine Jasudavicius in 2023, then lost one to Rose Namajunas in 2024, then won one over Viviane Araujo in June 2025. The odds have Blanchfield as the -235 favourite, leaving Cortez as the +195 underdog. 80% of Topology are backing Blanchfield, with 92% predicting it goes the distance. Blanchfield has only lost twice, both times to the judges, but she has won 7 times, with 2 knockouts and 4 submission wins. Cortez has only 1 knockout and 1 submission win, but has 10 total decision wins, losing once on the cards and once by submission. This one looks like a chess match more than a brawl. Blanchfield's the favourite for a reason. She's got the submission skills and cardio to grind out the rounds, and her losses have only been on the cards. Cortez is durable and consistent, but hasn't shown the finishing power to really threaten Blanchfield. Expect it to go the distance, and I think Blanchfield's grappling control and sharp striking edge her past Cortez. My official pick is Blanchfield by decision. Roman Kopylov versus Gregory Rodrigues. Roman Kopylov is 34-6 with a record of 14-4. He won a split decision over Cesar Almeida in 2024, then sparked out Chris Curtis via head kick in January, and then lost a unanimous decision to Paulo Costa in July 2025. Gregory Rodrigues is 33-6 with a record of 17-6. He won a unanimous decision over Christian Leroy Duncan in 2024, but was sparked out by Jared Cannonier via punches in February, then sparked out Jack Hermanson via left hook in June 2025. The odds have Kopylov as the slight +135 underdog, leaving Rodrigues as the -160 favourite. 76% of Topology are backing Rodrigues, with 73% predicting a knockout. Kopylov has 4 losses, 2 by submission and 2 by decision, but he has won mostly by knockout with 12 total, never being knocked out. Rodrigues has lost 4 times by knockout, 2 by decision, but never by submission. He has 10 knockouts, 6 in the first round, 4 submissions, and has won 3 times on the cards. The power on both sides makes this one messy, but the durability difference is key. Kopylov's never been knocked out and usually finds his finishes late, while Rodrigues has been iced 4 times and still fights like he's allergic to defense. At the same time, Rodrigues is the bigger hitter early, and Kopylov's slower starts could get him clipped before he finds his rhythm. If Rodrigues doesn't finish him in the first, I think Kopylov starts carving him up, and Rodrigues' chin won't hold for 3 rounds. My official pick is Kopylov by knockout. Bo Nickel versus Rodolfo Vieira. Bo Nickel is 29-6 with a record of 7-1. He choked out Cody Brundage via rear naked choke, then won a unanimous decision over Paul Craig both in 2024, before being sparked out by Rainier Derrida via knee to the body in May 2025. Rodolfo Vieira is 36-6 with a record of 11-3. He choked out Armen Petrosyan via arm triangle choke in 2024, but lost a unanimous decision to Andrei Petrosky in February, then won a decision over Tresine Gore in August 2025. The odds have Nickel as the -230 favourite, leaving Vieira as the +195 underdog. 80% of Topology are backing Nickel, with 82% predicting it goes the distance. Nickel has only lost once, by knockout, but he has 2 knockout wins, 4 submission wins and 1 decision win. Vieira has only 1 knockout win and 1 decision win, but 9 submission wins, losing twice on the cards and once by submission. This is a wrestling fight in disguise. Unless either fighter comes out a whole new version of themselves, expect grappling, BJJ, and wrestling to dominate, with total strikes thrown under 50. Fight to go the distance is basically a lock at -1,000. That said, Nickel could get the finish. He's younger and slightly taller, so it could be worth a side bet. My official pick is Nickel by decision. Beneil Dariush versus Benoit Saint-Denis. Beneil Dariush is 36 and 5'10", with a record of 23 and 6. He was sparked out by Charles Oliveira via ground and pound, then sparked out by Arman Sarukian via straight right and ground punches in 2023, but won a unanimous decision over Renato Moicano in June 2025. Benoit Saint-Denis is 29 and 5'11", with a record of 15 and 3. He was sparked out by Renato Moicano via doctor's stoppage due to an eye injury in 2024, but then choked out Kyle Prepolek via arm triangle choke in May and Mauricio Ruffi via rear naked choke in September 2025. The odds have Dariush as the slight +155 underdog, leaving BSD as the -190 favourite. 67% of Topology are backing BSD, with 72% predicting a knockout. Dariush has won 10 fights that have gone the distance, with 8 submission wins and 5 knockout wins, but has been knocked out 5 times and submitted once. BSD rarely goes the distance. He's done it once and lost, but has been knocked out twice, with 4 knockout wins and 11 submission wins. This one's all about BSD's momentum. He's been finishing opponents via submissions recently, and Dariush is tough to submit, but a few heavy shots could tilt this. Dariush could try to be smart, avoid conflict and push for a decision, but BSD is unlikely to allow it. My official pick is BSD by knockout or submission. Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates. Leon Edwards is 34 and 6'2", with a record of 22 and 5. He defended his welterweight championship against Colby Covington by unanimous decision in 2023, then lost the belt the same way to Belal Muhammad via unanimous decision in 2024, and got choked out by Sean Brady via guillotine choke in March 2025. Carlos Prates is 32 and 6'1", with a record of 22 and 7. He sparked out Neil Magny via left hook in 2024, lost a unanimous decision to Ian Gary in April 2025, then sparked out Jeff Neal via spinning back elbow in August 2025. The odds have Edwards as the slight +175 underdog, leaving Prates as the +210 favourite. 77% of Topology are backing Prates, with 84% predicting a knockout. Edwards has 7 knockouts, 3 submissions and 11 decision wins, losing 3 times on the cards and has been submitted once. Surprisingly, he has never been knocked out. Prates has 17 knockouts, 9 in the first round, 3 submissions and 2 decision wins, losing twice on the cards and 3 times by submission, only being knocked out twice. Prates' heavy finishing ability makes him dangerous, but Edwards' durability and experience with top contenders makes this tricky. Even if Prates can't find the knockout, he has the edge to control rounds and force the fight to his favour. My official pick is Prates by knockout. Sean Brady versus Michael Morales. Sean Brady is 32 and 5'10", with a record of 18 and 1. He submitted Kelvin Gastelum via Kimura in 2023, won a unanimous decision over Gilbert Burns in 2024, and choked out Leon Edwards via guillotine choke in March 2025. Michael Morales is 26 and 6'0", with a record of 18 and 0. He won a unanimous decision over Jake Matthews in 2023, sparked out Neil Magny via ground and pound in 2024, then sparked out Gilbert Burns via right hook and follow-up punches in May 2025. The odds have Brady as the slight -150 favourite, leaving Morales as the +125 underdog. 67% of Topology are backing Brady, with 51% predicting the fight goes the distance. Brady has mostly won by decision 9 times, with 6 submission wins and 3 knockouts, only losing by knockout once. Morales has mostly won by knockout, 13 total, 8 in the first round, with 1 submission and 4 decision wins. This is a classic matchup of experience and durability versus youth and power. Brady can avoid being knocked out, but if he chooses to stand and trade with Morales, he risks the KO. Morales has the height and youth advantage, and his finishing power makes him the favorite to end it early. My official pick is Morales by knockout. Valentina Shevchenko versus Weili Zhang. Valentina Shevchenko is 37 and 5'5", with a record of 25 and 4. She was choked out by Alexa Grasso via rear naked choke in 2023, although they drew in the rematch later that year. She then beat Grasso via unanimous decision in 2024, retaining and defending the belt by defeating Manon Fiorot via unanimous decision in May 2025. Weili Zhang is 36 and 5'4", with a record of 26 and 3. She won unanimous decisions over Amanda Lemos in 2023, Xiaonan Yan in 2024, and Tatiana Suarez in February 2025, all while defending her now vacated strawweight championship. The odds have Shevchenko as the slight -130 favourite, leaving Zhang as the +110 underdog. Topology is flipped, with 65% backing Zhang and 90% predicting the fight goes the distance. Shevchenko has only been finished twice, once by knockout, once by submission. She has lost twice on the judges' cards, but most of her wins are by decision, 10 total, with 8 knockouts and 7 submissions. Zhang has never been submitted, has lost twice on the cards, and has been knocked out once. She has 7 decision wins, 8 submissions, and 11 knockouts. Zhang got a submission over Carla Esparza in 2022, but otherwise both fighters have been collecting unanimous decision wins. Shevchenko tends to win on the cards, which would suggest she takes it if it goes the distance, but Zhang actively hunts for finishes while still grinding out decision wins. I don't expect a submission here, and while a knockout is possible, the most likely outcome is a full fight decision. My official pick is Zhang by decision. Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. Jack Della Maddalena is 29 and 5'11", with a record of 18 and 2. He won a split decision over Kevin Holland in 2023, sparked out Gilbert Burns via knee-to-ground strikes in 2024, then won the welterweight championship, defeating Belal Muhammad via unanimous decision in May 2025. Islam Makhachev is 34 and 5'10", with a record of 27 and 1. He sparked out Alexander Volkanovski via head kick and hammer fists in 2023, choked out Dustin Poirier via Darce choke in 2024, and also choked out Renato Moicano via Darce choke in 2025, all defending his now vacated lightweight championship. The odds have Della Maddalena as the +210 underdog, leaving Makhachev as the -250 favourite. 56% of Topology are backing Makhachev, with 66% predicting a submission. Della Maddalena has only gone the distance 4 times, winning all of them. He has been submitted once and has 2 submission wins, but mostly has knockouts with 12 wins and only 1 knockout loss. Makhachev is similar, but most of his wins come from submissions, 13 total. He has gone the distance 9 times, winning each, and has 5 knockout wins, only losing once by knockout. So Della Maddalena by knockout or Makhachev by submission seems the most likely outcome for each fighter. Della Maddalena has been submitted before and Makhachev has been knocked out, so it's possible again. I don't see Della Maddalena getting the knockout. His boxing is great, but he couldn't finish Belal Muhammad, making it unlikely he catches a better fighter like Makhachev. Makhachev has a higher chance of getting the finish via submission. If it goes the distance, Della Maddalena will likely outwork him over the rounds, while Makhachev hunts the submission. It comes down to this. Can Makhachev find the submission in time? I think he can. My official pick is Makhachev by submission. So, that wraps up the joint decision for UFC 322. Quick recap. We've only had a single cancelled fight on this card. Sehi Sidi is out of his fight against Malcolm Wellmaker. Saidi dislocated his shoulder, so Cody Haddon was stepping in on short notice, but then broke his foot and had to back out. Stepping in on really short notice now is Ethan Ewing. This week, on the mic, John Anik will serve as the lead, alongside colour commentators Daniel Cormier and Joe Rogan. News: Bo Nickel is apparently grateful for his RDR loss and has congratulated haters for his demotion to the prelims. Like Buddy, this ain't our fault. Ask Trump to fix it, like the White House slot you're claiming to have. Daniel Cormier has said that Shevchenko vs. Zhang is the highest display of skill of any female fight in UFC history. It's also been mentioned before that the winner of this fight will be the greatest female fighter of all time. Kamaru Usman thinks he deserves a shot at the winner of JDM vs. Islam, saying he wants the title, despite coming in on a 1-3 fight streak. Anyway, fight shorts. No new custom shorts this week. Islam, Zhang and Shevchenko are presumably wearing theirs, but Venom will be debuting a new fight kit featuring revamped graphics for all fighters. Alright, on to the bets. Here's where the money's at. Money lines. Matthews Camilo moneyline, Fatima Klein moneyline. Decisions: Chepe Mariscal by decision, Erin Blanchfield by decision, Bo Nickel by decision, Weili Zhang by decision. Knockouts: Baisangur Susakev by knockout, Kyle Dokos by knockout, Malcolm Wellmaker by knockout, Roman Kopylov by knockout, Benoit Saint-Denis by knockout, Carlos Pratis by knockout, Michael Morales by knockout, long pause. Submissions, long pause. Benoit Saint-Denis by submission, Islam Makhachev by submission. Bonus bets: Susakev by knockout in the first round, Klein by knockout in the third round, Wellmaker by knockout in the first round, Kopylov by knockout in the second round, Pratis by knockout in the first round, Morales by knockout in the first round. Angela Hill vs. Fatima Klein, Erin Blanchfield vs. Tracy Cortez, Bo Nickel vs. Rodolfo Vieira, Valentina Shevchenko vs. Weili Zhang, all to go the distance. Feeling risky? Try the Dejan Savage parlay. Matthews Camilo, Baisangur Susakev, Fatima Klein, Chepe Mariscal, Kyle Daukaus, long pause, Malcolm Wellmaker, Erin Blanchfield, Roman Kopylov, Bo Nickel, Benoit Saint-Denis, Carlos Pratis, Michael Morales, Weili Zhang, Islam Makhachev, or go all in with the ultimate Dejan Savage parlay. Matthews Camilo moneyline, Baisangur Susakev by knockout, Fatima Klein moneyline, Chepe Mariscal by decision, Kyle Dokos by knockout, Malcolm Wellmaker by knockout, Erin Blanchfield by decision, Roman Kopylov by knockout, Bo Nickel by decision, Benoit Saint-Denis by knockout or submission, Carlos Pratis by knockout, Michael Morales by knockout, Weili Zhang by decision, Islam Makhachev by submission. That's it for UFC 322 by joint decision.